you can see it's still coming up. You can see it's crossing that field out there where I told you that low place was. If you look down between them two trees yonder, you can see it where it comes across that field. It's risen quite a bit, as you can see on that fence down here, since I brought them across this morning. All the animals are on this side of the fence. They're all over in the corral. And they'll be fine. I'll feed them again here in a little while. Goats are all in here. And they're safe. You can see the water right down through there, and it comes around behind the goat pen. So what we'll do, I don't think it's going to come on up enough to get inside the goat pen. It could. If it does, then I'll open this up and let the goats in here with the cows. And they'll be fine. And then when I need to, I can open that gate over where the cows are standing, and they'll come into that little lane and right on out in the front yard, goats and all. So we're just going to be watching this. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just put out a video I made this morning, and I got it posted. It'll come out at 6 o'clock tonight. I don't know what time this one will come out. We're just going to have to watch and see how it works out. Lester just picked up Lex, and him and Ellie, and Lex went to eat, and they're going to go up to Longhorn Lester's. Ellie will be coming back over at the sanctuary. Lester and I was talking. He said, "Dad, this is just, this is crazy. It's never been like this in all our lives. And here we've had 3 floods, big floods, and since 1994. He says, all your life you never saw water up here." I said, "No, I never did. I've seen it where it is right now. I've seen it out there before, many times." So that's not. I don't like to see it like that. I truly don't. Nobody does. But it's not like it's never been there before. Tell you a story. I may have told y'all before. If you heard it before, just ignore it. Say, "We've heard it before, Papa." Right here, where we're looking at, the river was up to here. My dad was a boy. Flowing strong through here. And now you got to remember, that field wasn't there. It was mostly all woods back in. Just trees. All the way up all the way up through here was just trees. They lived up there where the sanctuary is. And across the river over about a mile over, there's an old place called the Johnson place. It's an old farm. And the folks lived there, naturally, their name was Johnson. It makes sense, don't it? Well, my dad and them, and a couple of his brothers, wanted to go to a party. They was having a party over there, and a dance, and they just wanted to go so bad. Their mom said, "No, that river's up. Y'all, oh, Mom, but we know a way to get across real easy." And they told her it wasn't up near like it really was, because she hadn't seen it, because she's up on the other end up there, and there's trees all between her and back here. They come back here and they got an old wooden boat, no wooden paddle boat now. And for a light, they used a pine knot torch. Just no pine knot. Rich lighter pine. And they lit that old thing. One sat in front of the boat, holding that torch out in front of them. I have no idea what they could see. You can't see very far in a pine knot torch. And the other 2 behind them, they paddle. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm sure it was swift here, but you got that down there where that river channel is, I guarantee you it was swift. I'm surprised. Good Lord watched out for them. Them boys all didn't get tumped over down in that river and drown, because in the night, you wouldn't know where you was going, where you was at. They paddled all the way across, and this river is probably a half a mile on this side of this water, a half a mile on this side of that river. It's the same far on the other side to where you come up to high ground where the old Johnson place was. So you talk about a mile, almost a mile paddling through deep water in the dark in an old wooden boat that probably didn't cut the water like a aluminum boat might would today. Yeah, crazy. They got over there, they stayed most of the night, and then listen, they paddled back. Before daylight, they paddled back home. Crazy. Yeah, my dad would have freaked out if us boys would even talk about doing something like that. But in their lifetime, they did stuff like that. See, Jake's little building's got water in it already again. There's one of the peacocks. Everything's kind of a miracle. Everybody's kind of taking these. They know what's out there. They know there's nowhere to go. So they're really calm. Everybody's calm, just sitting around. And I'm gonna bring them some more cubes out here in a little while. I'll feed them some more cubes. And once the river stops its rise, it starts to fall, then I'll open the gate, let them back out on that hillside there. The goats can go out there, gate's open on that hillside. Goats is not gonna cross water for nothing. You ain't gonna get a goat to cross water at all. Dan and them are going to the lake, Lester and them are gone. Just me and Ben here right now. Just us. And he's talking about going to Houston. I don't know if he'll try to go now or not. Being it's up, river's up so much, he may not go. I'd rather him not, because I don't know if he can get back home. Sophie over there, she takes over that boat. She takes that boat, nobody else can have it. It's 4:30, and I don't think it's rising too. If it's rising, we're gonna go check. I had a stick stuck in the edge. I put it out there at 3 o'clock. It's been an hour and a half. That's where it's coming across the field yonder. If it's rising, it's not rising fast. And I'm fixing to feed everything again. I'm going to feed everything. They have no grazing today. You know, there's no grazing. They'll run water. I'm gonna run fresh water for everybody. And they're gonna be good. I see Jake hadn't come got his baby goat yet. He said he's gonna come get it today, but he ain't showed up yet. That's fine. So let's go check my stick that's stuck in the water. I left the gate open so I can come over here and Logan parked his lawnmower beside my tractor. And I'm going to go out and check my stick. You guys have already ate. How many times y'all want to eat today? How many times a day? We'll eat again, Papa. We'll eat again. It's come up some. Not on that stick. The stick looks like it's wicking that water up. Stuck right at the edge. And you can see it's come up about an inch above that, an hour and a half. So it's not rising fast. It's very slow. We'll go down and check the driveway. It's getting horrible at it. Come on, Buster. Let's go. It looks wet up on that stick because it's just wicking it up. Come on, Buster. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Buster. Come on. Come over here, Buster. Up, boys. Ben's fixing to go home. It's all down the back of Logan's here. Ben's fixing to go home, but me and my boys will be here tonight by ourselves. And I don't know which one these guys gonna be in charge. Probably Woody. Woody probably be in charge. I come out and took this old beehive. They drowned. These bees all drowned. I took that box apart. They drowned the other day, and Buddy put them all back together. They was all dying out. But some were alive, and I tell you what I think. I may be wrong. I think the ones that lived are in that trap. That trap looks very active. That's sitting right here beside the pen, beside the other hives. I'm going to change this box out. Maybe I can do it tomorrow morning, the Keisha box, because they've got a lot of problems in there. I opened up some, took some frames out yesterday. Had a lot of little dead bees in it. Because these things floated in the water, guys, a lot of bees died. But I believe these here come out of this old box here that most of all the bees had died, and they may have had the queen may have lived, and she may have come over here. I hope that's what happened. Now, I have not seen no swarm visiting around here. All of a sudden they're in there, so I'm thinking that may be what happened. I hope. We'll see. If they stay in there, I'll box them up. I'll build a hive for them. Hey, Ron, what are you doing out here? That's with the cats. The goats, I mean. Let's check down here. Yeah, it's come up a hair. It's come up a little bit. Very little though. You see it? You can see it or not. See that rock? I'm watching that rock, see if it covers that rock up. So I took a picture of that rock at 3 o'clock, and it's a little bit more rock show, but not much. So it's not rising very fast. That's a good thing. Back. Come on, Buster, let's go. Buster. I'm leaving, Buster. It may be even starting to, no, it ain't dropping yet, but it may not be good. It may be close to its high mark, maybe. I'm hoping. Come on, Buster. Let's go. You see it out in her goat pen out here, see? See it there. Thank goodness we still have this dumpster here, because those people, garbage service, have not come as of yet. Even though they told me on Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, we will be there today. We will be there. Today is Saturday. No one has showed up yet. They don't work on Saturday and Sunday, I don't think. So, next week will be the third week they haven't showed. I'm going to suggest to the family, we tell them to come get the thing. We'll find someone else. And in here, I'll show you something. I got Buster at my feet. I got Woody here on my lap. I got Kippy at my feet. Now, if Buster gets any bigger, if that teacup gets any bigger, he is not going to fit in here. The other two fit. When he get in my lap, or sometimes at the floor with the door so he can look out the door. And anyway, I put the garbage in the bucket, put it over in that big dumpster, mashed it down in there. So it's just household stuff, and it's just ridiculous. So if you pay for service, and they keep, if they answer the phone, most of the time, like Daniel said, they put you on hold. They want to put you on hold, and you hear the same AI, artificial intelligence, talking to you. Don't even have music. That's ridiculous. I think maybe they do it on purpose so you will leave them, because they don't like driving up the driveway to get it. Maybe that's the deal. But you pay good money. Watch the little butt, Willie. Watch the little butt. Yeah. Oh, it's there. Lester knew what he was doing, didn't he? Praise the Lord. Turn it off. All right, guys, we gotta get out the heat again. We gotta get out the heat. No, Popo, no, not the heat. Yeah, the heat, boys. The heat. All right. Oh, little boys, little boys. I did not ask for this. I did not say, come on boys, get in my truck. I opened the door to get in, and Woody goes hopping up by the floor, Buster right over the top of him, and Kippy right behind him. I did not ask for this. I'm backing up here to unload some stuff out of the car into my truck. Not going nowhere. It sure ain't gonna take this bunch nowhere. Bunch of little hoodlums. They are hoodlums, all three of them. Lex is gonna spend the night with me tonight. Lester just called, said Lex wanted to spend the night here tonight. And I watch him and I said, yeah, I'll take care of him. I'll just do whatever it takes to take care of him. And be a little company. Oh, he'd probably get in his game and get in there in his room and probably play the game with Kippy and Woody. I mean, Kippy and Buster. Kippy watch John Wayne with me. Kippy, he likes John Wayne. All right, I'm gonna unload this stuff real quick. Do not tell Gigi you saw Buster in the tractor with Pawpaw or in my truck with Pawpaw. It's hard to tell. I stuck that stick right at the edge of the water at 5:30. Now don't consider that you see up on it, because that's just where it wicked the water up the side of it. But it's barely past that. Maybe a couple inches up this way in the grass. So it's not rising fast. Hopefully it's going to crest real quick and start going down. That's what I'm hoping. But that's been out here at least 2 hours. Put that at 3 o'clock. It's 5:30 now. So you see it at 2.5 hours. It hasn't come up much. At 3 o'clock, that rock was not. It had water around it, but it hasn't come over it. So it's been 2.5 hours, and it's still not covered it. It's come up on it some. So it's rising very, very slow. Very, very slow. And out checking the water. It came up pretty fast this morning, but I think it's trying to level off myself. I could be wrong. To me, it looks like it's not really doing much right now. If that's the case, it may crest and be done. The crest is when it's risen to its highest mark. And I believe the crest is going to be pretty quick. Ben's going to be going home in a little bit. He said he's got to go home. We don't have church clothes here for tomorrow. And some stuff he needs to do when he gets home. So me and Lex will be batching tonight with all our little fur boys. Yeah, our fur boys are two little fur feather boys. Feather boys. All boys here tonight. Been all boys today, except for out here. Yeah. Once it starts going down, I'll open that gate and let the cows out. I'll keep eye of them, and I'll let the cows out. And the goats can go out as it goes down, and goats can be able to go back out in their pasture. It may take a couple of days, or even maybe possibly 3, before the goats, it'll be low enough the goats can cross back over to their pasture. And that's not a problem. I feed them, take care of them. They just won't have the grazing that it normally would get. Okay. I told Ben to watch out for snakes. Snakes come up out of that water, lay along the banks. And sure don't want to get up on a snake. See, that's still, it's not like a lot of current. So that's one of them poles. There was a lot of current the other day. Them poles was floating like crazy, like speedboats out across here. Just tumbling around and going through the water over fences and all. There's no current today. It's just like a real slow, almost backwater. It's almost like backwater out here. It's moving, but it's moving very, very slow. I'm sure the river's got some current in it down there. It's going, but back up in here, it's mainly just some backwater. Hey, son. Ivan goes in his little stall or wherever he gets ready, and nobody else can come in there and bother him. He just opens the door and goes in. He has his little privacy time. When he gets tired, ready to come out, he opens the door and comes back out. Others just stand there on his couch and look at him. Morning, Ivan. Good morning. He's mad. Look at him. Papa, I'm not happy. I'm not a happy boy. The river is dropping down. You see it's still down there in that low places. And you can see it way over in the woods over there, but it is dropping down. It's off the field. It's low enough the cows. I went out a while ago and opened the gate. They can go out when they want to. And it's low enough they'll cross to go back on that field for grazing. So they're going to be good. And the goats can go out. The goats don't have a very big space to go to. They just got that little hillside there. And I'll feed them extra heavy for a couple of days. That water gets down where they can go back and start grazing. Then they get back on their regular rations. Right now I'm making rations for Lex. He spent the night with me last night. I think he didn't want Pawpaw to be by himself, so he told his dad, I think I should stay with Pawpaw. It's okay. Lester took him and Ellie out to eat, offered to take me to eat, and I said, well, I better stay and watch this water. And he took Lex to eat, him and Ellie, and he went and bought, Lex is going to be doing football camp this summer, and Lester went and bought him a brand new helmet and stuff like that he'll need, that he has to furnish himself, and some different things, safety things that he'll be wearing. So that's going to be kind of neat. All right, let me get that breakfast going. See, the cows are coming out now. They're starting to walk out. Check it out. See what's going on. See, I'm back to breakfast this morning. I love cooking breakfast for him. And he'll get up to a good breakfast here in a little bit. Bacon and eggs and biscuits. Jed will be home this morning sometime, probably about noon, I think. They spent the night. They had a good time. They're going to tour some type of little museum there this morning on their way out. They're on this side of Tyler, where they stayed. And so it'd be just easy to jump on the highway and go. So I better turn this down. I got a little bit hot, I think. And a little smoke going here. Anyway, they'll be home this morning, so I'll do a little cleanup because, you know, just being all boys here last night, we didn't do a lot of cleaning. All right, I'll get this done now. Biscuits are in the little oven over there. Gotta put away some dishes. I gotta wash the dishes. I gotta vacuum. And I think it's about it. That's about all we messed up. Anyway, I'll cut this off and we're gonna go out on the front porch here and look a minute. And all the water's gone from Logan's side over there. It's completely out of there. And it's dropping pretty good. You can see at the back one out there. Well, you probably really can't see it well out there. But anyway, it's dropping. Yesterday I put a little stick in the ground and it come up above it just a hair, and then it started dropping back down. Before I went to bed, it dropped down probably away from that little stick. It was on a slope, but so you couldn't tell exactly how deep, probably 2 or 3 inches an hour. So it was starting to drop pretty fast before I went to bed last night. I went out about 11:30 and checked it, 12, maybe almost 12, I guess. And it dropped down quite a bit by then. So I knew it had reached its crest and it was on its way back down. So and today it's completely off the field back there. Might not be able to see it. There's 3 dogs in that bed, I think you can see. You can see it Bandit. You see that black? Oh, well, the blanket's black and white too. You see over there on the other side of him is Buster, and under the cover, just a little lump back right down here by his feet. It's Kippy. So he went to bed last night. 3 little dogs come here and got to bed with him. You can see Kippy moving there. See, that's Kippy there. He sleeps under the cover. Even when he sleeps with me, he's under the cover by my feet. Anyway, they'll be getting up here in a little bit. They get this breakfast done. And those boys all be going out for a while. Woody's done been out. Woody's right here at Pawpaw, cooking. Woody's out here at Pawpaw cooking. We slept together, didn't we, Wood? Me and Wood. I'm gonna do some eggs for him and I. The bacon's done. The biscuits are done over there. And my coffee's almost done. I already had one cup. I'll fix me another one, 2 or 3. And let these cook. And then we're gonna have breakfast here. And I'll save his. He gets up, it'll be ready. You see anything strange about this? There's bacon, biscuits, eggs, and cucumbers. Yeah. Is it strange to you? It was me the first time I saw it. Not bad. Not a bad combination. I'll tell you a story how I discovered this. Yeah, that's quite a combination, you know, cucumbers with breakfast. How'd that come about? It's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. If you like cucumbers, a little bit of vinegar and salt and pepper on them. I was at a friend's house one evening doing some stuff. And he said, come in and let's get some supper. And no, I'm good. I said, oh, come on, hi. He said, my wife's fixing something. We go in and she'd fixed like a breakfast, but for supper. And that's fine. I like it. And she had, I think, scrambled eggs, bacon, and biscuits, and sliced cucumbers. And I kind of thought, well, I don't know about this. But anyway, I got a few on my plate. Turns out I kind of liked it. So this morning, I wasn't planning on it, but I'm just fixing Alexis' breakfast and mine. And there's this big bowl of cucumbers on the bar. And I thought, you know, why not? Why not? I said, you guys might be interested in this. You may already know about this. You may do other kind of stuff with your breakfast. I don't know. But I'd never seen that before at that time. I was helping that friend. And it turned out pretty good. All right, guys, the river has dropped off the field. It's dropped down away from Logan's. I don't know if I get this out to you today, or I don't know what we're going to do for a Sunday video. I may put this with whatever we do at Dan's. Dan sent me a text. He's going to do some dinner for me. Don't think nobody else around. Maybe just Bree and Larry and them. I think Bud and all of them are gone. Kim and G and Tina and all of them are not going to be there. So they're on the way home. They had a great time. She called. She had a great time. They got up this morning, had breakfast, I think, somewhere, and they went to this here place and got her some Tyler roses. And Tina got one, and I think G got one, and maybe Kim got one. The real Tyler roses. And she's all excited about that. So I guess when she gets home, me and Ben will be planting a flower, a rose. But anyway, they're on their way home. But they won't be here before lunch. And whatever Dan does, I'll video it, okay, and probably put it with this. And we'll make a little quick tour out here behind the barn a little bit and kind of look at everything, and I'll put it all together, okay? Difference a day makes. It's all down. It's still down there in those woods behind Joanne's. I can see it down along the edges of the trees. But look at here. All this down. The goats can now graze. No, I just fed you, little mooch. You little mooch. I love you. Yeah, what a difference a day makes. It's all right up to here. You can see where the grass is laid down. But look here, this is where Moses waded through yesterday. Look here. That's shallow. Goats can almost, they will before the day's over, probably better cross back over here and graze. I've already fed them. I'll give them some hay this morning. Cows out here enjoying this green grass. They're out here enjoying the grass. I'm not going to drive all over it because I know that river crossed here in that swag. You can see that low place. So I know it'll be wet right through there, and I'm going to go drive back there. I'm going to call them up right here for some cubes. And the river is still, I can see the river still back yonder. I don't know if you can see it. In that low, I can see it in that low areas. Yes. But it's going down. It's going down pretty fast, actually. Let me get out here. This video is probably going to be on your Sunday video for. I may have enough to give you something tonight or tomorrow morning even. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we come up with, guys. All right. Come on, people. Come on, people. Let's go. Come on. I got cubes. I got some cubes, people. Yes, I do. Don't say I don't. I cannot stand a back-talking cow. Me and Woody cannot tolerate a cow that back-talks. Look at Zippy. She wants to back-talk. Come on. I got some cubes up here. I'm not driving back there. Not doing it. Hurry up. I can tell you right now. Moses says, if you want me to have some, you'll bring them to me because I'm not walking that far. There you go, baby, right there on the ground. There you go. There you go. All right, come on. Oh yeah, you're not back talking now, are you? Not back talking Pawpaw now, are you? I better run and get something. All right, I had to come back here and give him his cubes. It's moving fast. Look at that, it's going fast. That river's moving. That's a good sign. It's getting out of here. Camp Patty's still there. I still see the barbecue pit and stuff over there. I know it went underwater. Got a little bit of an island right over here, and that's it. Her sign is still above water. Yeah, it's moving fast. It's all the way across. So that's the river over in the woods. It's just all the way across. Yeah, no, listen, I think this is ridiculous. I have to drive all the way over here to you just because you're too lazy. I'm serious. Move your big butt out of the way. How can I think it's wrong. I think it's so wrong. So wrong with you, son. You're so lazy. You can't be a lazy bull. You cannot be. Woody, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with him, Woody? Woody says he's lazy, Papa. He's lazy. Woody? Woody wants to be a bad boy. Everybody else. there to eat. Not him. He has to come back here. That's what we did. I have to come back here. Anyway, you can see it's moving. And they got plenty of grazing out here though, so they're good. It's dropped down so fast during the night. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. We'll continue to watch it. You know, you never know. There's like another surge coming. We've been, you know, watching. And we'll watch it all day and this continues to drop down. It dropped down a bunch overnight. Dropped down a bunch overnight. Cross that. They're not going to cross that. But the ground is wet, so I'm going to get out of here. Oh, ground is saturated. See the river all out of here. Baby and I are gonna get this video out. Baby, you wanna send this video to him? You think? Baby. Papa's talking. Girls don't listen. Girls don't ever listen, do they? Baby and I are gonna get this video out to you. Hope you enjoyed it. The flood's going down. Hopefully it don't come back up. I don't think it is. I think that should have been the surge that we got yesterday from Huntsville. I can't feature in my mind another one coming. It's always possible, but I don't see it happening. So, but if it does, I'll let you know. But everything's going back down. The cows are able to graze the fields. The goats are getting hay and feed. And Ivan is out right this minute. Opened the gate, let the cows out this morning. He's darted out. So I'll bring him back in today. And when I feed him here a little while, and he'll stay in. He can't go very far on that field, as far as he can go, as far as he'll want to go. He may not want to go that far, but anyway, yeah, he's coming back in. So I'm gonna get this out to you. Hope you like it. Share with someone. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I kind of repeat what I'm going to say. I said at the beginning of this video. There are going to be some things that filmed yesterday as the river was coming up, and this morning as it going down. It wasn't enough last night for a video of it. If it's on, it was late when I got through. At midnight, I checked it again at midnight. Too late to post anything that night. You know, for me, I was tired. So I'm just going to sit here with baby, and I'm running water for Gidget now. They've had their breakfast and they're having hay over here. And when they get through with that, I got our little hay manger I'm gonna get put up this week, I hope, and hope to get all this old playground equipment that got broke up over here out of here. Tomorrow, Ben's gonna dismantle all this stuff and get it out of here so we can reorganize. We ain't had time to reorganize. All right, I love you guys. Y'all take care.